At the conclusion of developing the IEP, the team's work is not quite done. Next, the team needs to complete a document called the Prior Written Notice, also known as the PWN. Prior written notice is one of the most important parental rights in special education. The prior written notice must clearly explain everything the LEA decided to do or refused to do and why those decisions were made. The other things the LEA considered but decided against and why it decided against them, and all the information used in making the decisions. The PWN makes sure the school and parents are clear about the student's educational program. It provides sufficient information behind the decision-making about proposed or refused actions and allows the family some time to seek resolution if they disagree with a decision. It should also include a summary of the data the team used to make decisions. Remember, IEPs should be data-driven, so the documented decisions should be based on data. Prior written notice is given after a decision is made, but before a decision is put into action. Think of it as processing time for a parent to absorb all that has been proposed or refused by the team. It allows families time to review the decisions made and have time to meet again or seek resolution options prior to the changes beginning. Often, the new IEP will start shortly after the IEP team meeting. If this is the case and you would like time to review the decisions, be sure to discuss this with the team. Let them know you need time to think about all the actions proposed before the IEP is fully carried out. Examples of when prior written notice is required include when the IEP team proposes or refuses to evaluate the child, conduct a particular assessment, collect more data, determine eligibility or continue eligibility for special education and related services based on existing data or through evaluations, change categorical identification, terminate eligibility for special education services, initial or continued placement, change in least restrictive environment, change the provision of FAPE, change in the measurable annual goals, change in the type, amount, or location of the special education and/or related services, change in accommodations, modifications, supplementary aids and services, supports, and/or assistive technology, and addition or removal of behavioral intervention plan. All decisions must be documented in the prior written notice. Each decision must be outlined in all areas of the notice. PWN must include these 7 elements: description of actions proposed, detailed explanation of the actions proposed, description of actions refused, detailed explanation of actions refused, description of each evaluation procedure, assessment, record, or report the agency used to make their decision, description of other options considered and why they were rejected, description of other factors relevant to the decision. Tips for parents. If possible, stay during the completion of this document to ensure everything is described accurately, as well as to ensure your meaningful participation. If you cannot stay or the team plans to complete this after the IEP meeting, please review the document as soon as you receive it. Ensure that the documentation is thorough and detailed. This documentation can be useful later. If you do not agree with how the PWN summarizes the meeting, contact your child's case manager as soon as possible to request changes. You could also write your own description of events and ask to attach it to the file. If you are not in agreement with decisions the team made, this could include a goal, supplemental aids and services, the amount of time for service delivery, etc. You will want to document any disagreement and the reasons for the disagreement by both sides. As a reminder, signing the PWN or the IEP only indicates that you participated and collaborated in the meeting. Not signing the document does not indicate a lack of agreement and will not stop the changes from moving forward. Thank you for watching our series on the IEP process. As always, if you have questions or concerns, please reach out to our parent educators for support. At ECAC, we know that you are your child's best advocate, and we value partnering alongside you as you move through the IEP world. We would love to hear from you.